Okay, hello everyone. I'm Paul Spritzi. I'm the programming director for Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, and I'm so happy to be here with Suki-Rose, the director of Ding Dong. And we'll try and unlock some of its mysteries here. Um, what was your what was the first seed of inspiration for this film?
I feel like it's sort of just came about with the raw imagery, in the sense that the desire to just slap somebody who's not who has no self-awareness about what kind of an energy they're bringing into a space or whatever, that is, I think, kind of universal, and to me very funny. So I had this image of just slapping somebody, and I know it sounds very silly, but from there I kind of wanted to build on that a little more and just sort of do an exercise in building tension. And yeah, I had written, I knew I wanted to specifically work with Kate and Cricket, the actors in this piece, so I had sort of written it for them, and was looking for something to do with them in particular that played to their skills. So this is sort of what emerged there.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us a little bit about those performances. I guess Cricket in particular. Oh my God, I mean, she goes so incredibly intense. Like, what was it like? Did you have to do multiple takes to get there, or what was it like on set?
So both Kate and Cricket are, to me, like, they're dream performers to get to work with. And I feel like when it's a piece that's this contained, it really lives or dies based on if the performers can carry it. So working with them, and both Kate and Cricket are directors as well, so I know that they have an in-depth understanding of the process, and they both take their craft really seriously. And I've worked with both of them in other capacities. I've produced with both of them in the past. So I we did a lot of, so, I shot this very scrappy. I knew we had a very short amount of time in the space that we had, because I wanted a space that looked very particular. So I sort of splurged on the location and then cut back on shooting time. So we did a lot of rehearsing. And especially because, like, we don't have stunt experience. I was like, I don't know how to make these slaps play on screen very well. Like, it was new territory for me. So we did a lot of rehearsal to sort of find, it was all about, especially with Cricket, it was about calibrating intensity, because it was just like, I didn't want her to go to 11 right away. I wanted her to, like, so it was all about holding her back until like the last minute. I sort of created this graph that goes with the script where I'm like, this is the level of intensity you are here, this is the level of intensity you are later on, and so on and so on. And Kate is such a big performer that it also was about, like, how do I make these two huge performers play off each other well. So Kate modulated so well, and, like, I had given her, we were trying to find, like, the exact right tone for her, and I had found this early interview with Angelica Houston, and, like, she had, like, this really intense composure. And so I was like, hey, like, just let's watch this interview and let's sort of pull some of that, like, body language into it for you, and facial tension, which Kate, her work with her face in this is something that, like, is so delightful to me. I mean, it couldn't have worked with other performers. Like, it was for them, and I feel so lucky. They're a dream. So
Yeah. We're big fans of Kate too. We played on the Rocks at Mammoth Lakes a few years ago, which she was
yeah.
so incredible. And yeah, so tell me a little bit about the Mobius strip aspect of it.
So it's funny, because it's definitely one of those pieces that is very open, and leaves people with questions a lot. And I don't, I know where I think, like, in my mind, this is something that Cricket's character has been locked into for a long time. This is sort of, I wanted to explore like breaking points. So it's a breaking point socially where she breaks a social taboo very intensely, but it's also, to me, in my mind, it is the moment that this character who's been locked in a cycle also breaks out, like has a moment of recognition that she's in a cycle. So when she goes, you know, at the end, when she goes up to the door and it's Kate there at the door again, and she hits her right away, it's sort of the first pushing out of this like trapped cycle in this repeating space outside of time, sort of.
Yeah, that makes sense. Great. Well, can you tell us what are you going to be doing next?
Right now, I'm just I'm writing a couple things. You know, obviously everyone's plans for 2020 got thrown out the window. So I'd like to be shooting right now, but I'm kind of just working on fine tuning a couple of pieces, including a couple of shorts, and then I have a feature that I'm attached to that hopefully in 2021 will start taking out. And
It's been
yeah,
shot already, or you're?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Has it been shot already, or it's in pre?
No, not yet. I wish, would have been great. No, it's scripted, and we're just putting together our lookbook and getting everything ready to hopefully go find some money, which will be interesting in 2021.
Great. Well, amazing work. Really, we're so happy to have your film at the festival, and so nice to chat with you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Yeah. And up next we have Tapeworm.